Why did I not notice? Of course I didn't notice. I never notice these things, do I? Is that actually... to get the volume. Mix right things and noise and stuff and what have you. So, hello, welcome back to Joyless Gaming. And, come on. And The Outer Worlds. Been a bit since last played this. It was last weekend, obviously, and yeah, I've been active this week, but not putting anything on YouTube is a bit strange for me, I guess. Usually I'm lazy and just upload everything. But also, yeah, I was going to play this last night, but I didn't because I've just been feeling rather wiped out over this weekend. But anyway, the intention is to do a bunch of side quests and companion quests and stuff, which may be kind of boring. Oh, still loading in. Right. Ooh. I got points, huh? Why not? Yeah, make them more durable. So they stop dying on me. Not that they always die on me, but... little extra armor. Never really hurt anyone. I think. Right, journal. That's what I want. Yeah, so there's something on Scylla from there. That's the main quest, isn't it? Yeah. That's on Scylla. There's actually a time where quest type is going to help me more than anything else. That's on Scylla. Oh yeah, that's still back on what's-his-face. Faction quest. But you can side with factions? Oh, speak to her while wearing them. Okay. Scylla. That's back on Thingamajigger. Scylla. Fallbrook, that's back on Monarch. Oh, okay, this is... Let's get this progressed.
I swear, next time we put into Groundbreaker, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask her over. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm having trouble focusing on my work.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, that's next time we go to Groundbreaker. Fair enough. Fine. So, who do I need to take with me? If I go to Scylla, who do I need to take with me? Felix. And Max. Scylla. Oh, that's the thing that I'm supposed to go to for... What's his face? These must unlock after you get something done, surely. Okay, let's go there first.
Stay safe out there.
Right, so we want Felix and Max. Yes. Scylla or Scylla or Skyla. I don't know. I don't speak ancient Greek. Oh, pardon me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Oh, wrong mission.
Hey, you. Looking for something?
Someone, actually, but...
Where do you think you're going?
I don't really want to use the Intimidate. Felix with me.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you, then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Excellent.
Got my sights on you.
Wait a minute, is that just pointing to inside the building? I think it is, yeah. Yeah, this looks like a little semi-detached. Expressly for this mission kind of place. Right. Yeah. Logs. Cat's meow. Oh, okay. Something weird going on for them. Last entry. Follows the boss, fuck the board. If you're seeing this, the board already owns you. Went looking for the... I didn't go looking for the rules. I just said last entry. Succeeded character limit. Oh, that's what. Okay. Hello.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, Sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see or a you've aged, old man?
Well, this is awkward.
So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
Felix is a vital member of our crew. He's, well, he's good in a fight.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Felix had plenty to say about you.
I imagine he has. I was a mentor to the boy during his formative years. You might say I have an elder brotherly interest in his development.
Oh, it would have been nice to know that sometime in the last, hang on, doing some math. Half a decade?
I'm working on something. Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy, that one day he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared. I brought you here because I want to know where Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
What a horrible thing to say. He's the least reliable crew on a ship literally called the Unreliable. You want to put him through a test, huh?
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
Let's pretend I take care of your problem. What happens after that?
Then Felix will have done me a favor, and I will be grateful. I imagine we'll catch up on lost time, have a long talk about his future.
What did he do to deserve death?
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own and tucked tail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked.
I could have done this any
Rosanna knows
time.
my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
What do you think, Felix?
Clyde offered me a hand when nobody else would. I'd say I owe him a good turn.
There you have it, Captain.
There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask.
You'd be wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. Remember, I want proof.
Well, he seems confident.
I don't care. Here, my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows...
I should go. He seems pretty confident that talking to him won't give me a different side of the story, so... Oh, there you are, Max. You're teleporting. How had I not already discovered that vending machine? Oh no, I don't need to go to the... I could have just gone to the thing. Actually, no, that's the remote thing. I actually do have to go back to the
I
ship.
believe I hear Felix and Parvati discussing the latest Aetherwave serial.
Alright, let's have a listen.
Oh my gosh, Felix, you got to hear this. Guess who the villain was in this week's Virginia Yang Girl Detective? Mr. Bertie Holcomb, that toss baller!
Wow, are you serious? I gotta get a copy of that.
Is that it? Is that... seriously? all there was being discussed. Speaking of disgust.
Like what I did with the place?
Huh? I think he's referring to that. Anyway, we go and we do a thing. Which is to actually stay on Zilla.
Destination reached. Scylla.
And we'll take the same pair with me this time, and I will do Max's bit. Which means I need to change it to that one.
Borg had an asteroid mining operation out here. I wonder what happened to him.
Can't walk 5 meters without stubbing your toe in a loose rock here.
Is that a... That's an actual location. Hey. It's free XP. Just walk near a vending machine, you get XP. Okay, so... what's this place look like? What? Okay. Let's follow the road, because I feel like there's probably going to be markers and stuff. Ah, right, so it's limited by where there's a force field being projected to keep pressure in atmosphere and... Circus Time Freighter. There's enemies up there. Okay, let's...
Processing.
Nice hit!
I'll take your confession now.
You want some of this?
What? Whoa, that's his ability, is a drop kick?
The last of them.
You alright? Oh, it's... It was a free hack. Free lockpick, I don't know. I think. Whoa! Wait, what? Colonel Butterscotch? Wait, what? Alright. Getaway sticks? Isn't that one of the ones mentioned by what's his face? Harlow? Gee, the feeling they were ready for me. What? Why is my thing popping up reminding me that I'm live? I should have been live the whole time, should I not? Anyway, what was I looking at? They're ready for me, like, knew exactly what route I'd take. Yeah, so, yeah, that's one of the ones mentioned on that list. Okay. Don't know who or what Colonel Butterscotch was supposed to be. Outlaws.
Down they go. Let's take him down. Got him. Watch this. You guys see that?
What, you mean your drop kick? Has he got a good... Oh, that's codex entry. Yeah, grenade launcher, yeah, okay. Terraform. Trying to terraform an asteroid. Yeah, that is me. It's me up there. Cat's meow. Yep, there was another one mentioned. So which one is the cat's meow? This? This?
I've been waiting for this. Yeah. That's what you get. I've had quite enough of you.
There's another bit of ship over there. We'll find more logs. Ooh, a cave. Well, I'll still have the ability to look around. Surely. Surely.
Looks like some sort of habitation.
We're getting close to the hermit. I can feel it. Can't get past that armor. Nice one. Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Heads up, jackass!
You just
All right?
just go ahead and drop kick a floating combat drone. So all of the mechanicals are still floating around doing their thing.
You gotta show me how you did that.
Do I even want a revolver Mark II? Probably not. Well, there's not really much in here, is there? There's a workbench. Is it in here or is it outside? I didn't recall seeing it. Must be outside. Where outside? I didn't see one. There we go. So I think maybe that I want to... Yeah, tinkering cost is a lot. Oh, I've got a revolver Mark II. Okay. Right, because this way I've got one using each kind of ammo. That's light. It's heavy. And energy. So I've got 3 different ammo types represented here. So yeah, let's tinker with his base weapons, even though they're probably... It's probably better to give them better weapons and then tinker with those. Especially since the better ones probably start off at a higher level already, which will lower the cost of tinkering. Oh yeah. Oh, it's not going up by much because, yes, it's multiplied by things. So that's going to be doing, 360 damage per shot. Some such. For some characters, their weapons are a bit more... tied to them, like in the case of Felix, I think you could give him any heavy weapon, really. And in the case of Max, you could give him any melee weapon as a secondary. Whereas, this thing of using a tossball stick is very much Felix. And considering that he uses a shotgun in his skill, in his power thing, whatever it is you want to call it. Oh, that's actually definitely what I should be beefing up. Have I not given any headgear to Felix? Buffing their armor, that's definitely a thing. This way I don't have to worry about not recognizing them or not knowing which were their clothes that I should not dispose of. Seems a bit rude to give them better clothes or better armor and then scrap their old ones. I'm sure they wouldn't notice. But they just sort of buff up their base armor and give them yeah, he's not wearing a helmet, so let's give him a helmet. So he's got extra armor rating and doesn't die super easily, especially if his his move is to do a drop kick. Guys, don't make so much noise like that. Worrisome. Hephaestus mining operation. Survey. Okay. Own facility on Hephaestus. Really? So that's why they have the terraformer. It's not actually trying to terraform the thing, it's what's producing the oxygen. They've got a thing to hold the oxygen in. I've been ran dry quicker than we hoped, yeah. These results are around developed. 3 years since the board classified the ship is missing. So this is a while ago. Circus Time Traveling Show. Huh. Denial of site relocation. From Needham, the Needham who was replaced. Logs, okay. Versus my birthday. Oh dear. Damn, that's tragic. Right, so yeah, that really explains why Sublight is operating not only on the Groundbreaker, but also is on Monarch, because they're not with the board. Aha. That's... That is the science weapon that I'm here for. Where is it? There it is. Search for clues. What? Clues about what? Alright, Max, you want to take a bet on whether or not this hermit is alive? Oh, fresh-looking flowers. Ooh.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much more exciting.
It depends. Who are you?
Oh, the audacity. Strangers enter my home and demand to know who I am? What fun! Is this a multiple choice question? Because I'm not sure I remember anymore.
In that case, we're here to rob you. What have you got, man? Ex-con.
No, she's not. She's a lady of transcendent wisdom. Can you not see that?
Very astute. And I'm out here to meditate and contemplate the unendurable mystery without being bothered. So why are you bothering me?
And how are you alive? Book translated.
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
Come a long way to help him get some peace. Yes.
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
What happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way. And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
I'm committed to taking as many drugs as possible, so count me in as well. So I'm in.
All right. Head on into the meditation room and partake of the sacramental incense. It's waiting on the table when you're ready to begin.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be a quest. It's just the bathroom. Oh. Max has one of those things. You heard the space hippie?
Maximilian, why are you still doing this? You've been fighting against the world since before you left home. Haven't you figured out yet that the more you fight, the more pain you cause yourself?
Mother, you're dead. You can't be here. I knew this was too good to be true. These are just cheap hallucinogens that have... What's happening to my voice? Does my voice sound weird to you? And what's wrong with your face?
What's wrong, Max? Can't think straight? Now you know how I feel. Wait, forget I said that.
She's always mentioned why am I sitting there too.
We are obviously the victims of a tasteless joke being perpetuated. Perpetrated? I mean, we're being made fools of, aren't we? When I get out of here, I'm going to show that hermit what you get for messing with me.
Maximilian, always ready to give up, to lash out, always searching for answers, but always in the wrong place, never looking inside himself.
You look inside yourself all the time, Max. But with your head buried up your posterior.
Vision mum. Using his hands instead of hollow platitudes. At least hear her out.
Thank you. It relieves me to see there's at least one positive influence in my son's life after all these years. Has he told you how he thoughtlessly abandoned us?
Thoughtlessly? How could you say that? I only wanted you and Father to be proud of me. I was going to be the perfect vessel. I was going to be a better... more full of the plan. This year, it's all coming out wrong. The plan. It filled you with a joy I could never feel. I wanted it. And being a laborer made me miserable. I was better than that.
You certainly convinced yourself you were. But don't feel bad. We continually lie to ourselves, weaving stories in a vain attempt to convince us that we are in control of anything. These stories are how we try to make sense of our lives, but they are not real, are they? They're just stories. You need to drop your story and see the truth.
I got your story right here. I'm Vicar Max. I'm uptight. I love the church, and I'm a stooge for the board. And I don't understand that Felix is a genius.
Seeing the truth is easier said than done.
You want me to give up my discipline? My control? But I can't. I can't. Without order, there is chaos.
You need to love the chaos, Maximilian. Let it envelop you. Take you where it will. Besides, you really have no choice anyway.
No, that's not true. The basis of everything is order, not chaos. It's true, I know it is. So did you. Why are you denying it? Before you died, the plan made you happy.
No, it didn't. I made myself happy. There's nothing holding you back but you. If you can't understand that, you will never understand anything. Goodbye, Maximilian.
This whole thing, it's just a farce, right? Just my own brain working against against me? You couldn't be more right. Hello, Max. What? Who? Why do you look like me? Are you me? Not really. I'm who you think you are. I am disciplined, controlled. I have no doubts. And I don't exist. Yet you have judged yourself against me your whole life. Why? Why do you berate yourself for not being me?
Yeah, Max. Why do you do that?
Quiet, Felix. Yeah, Max, why do you do that? That's the intelligent response? You need to kill this guy now? Okay, fine.
What are you talking about?
He's not real. He's not you. He doesn't exist. You get rid of him. It's almost like a bad joke. Yeah. Yeah.
I can do that.
Looks like we're doing this.
Fight.
Are we? Oh. Yeah, okay, he did it.
I see you're back with us. Feared we lost you there. Never seen anyone pass out yet stay upright before.
Thankfully. Well, that talking and arguing ruined my high. Okay. What happened?
I woke up. The illusions I built for myself just fell away. I'm no longer interpreting, I'm experiencing. Everything is perfect.
Are you sure about that?
In a way. Perhaps it's more accurate to say I was asking the wrong questions. I understand so much more now. I see it all. All there is to be experienced, to be lived. Of course there is pain and loss, but the suffering is caused by trying to control reality. Clinging to the way you want things to be, not enjoying the way they are.
It's a bit, like Buddhism, isn't it? Yeah, maybe something to do with that.
I am content. I've finally found what I was looking for, even though I was looking for the wrong thing.
Indeed. Can we have some more? Nah, alright, fine. Oh, okay, you're still here.
So, have you found your answers?
Not so much found as finally listened.
Yes, it is quite the convoluted maze we build for ourselves.
Well, I'll take the intelligent response.
It looks like you learned something in there as well.
I believe I did. I already knew that. I was just enjoying myself. So I believe I
Hearing
did.
that brings me great joy, my friend.
Should go. Okay, well, okay, hermit. Can we rob you now? Okay, I still want to, pardon me, do some further explorations of the asteroid a bit. Oh, okay. There's actually more science weapons than I found. I thought it was just those ones. Alright, well, that's the... Okay, this is, oh. In the thing. Alright. Let me just have more of a look around. I'm sure there are things to kill.
I'll keep quiet. All day. Fate shines on us today. Your life was merely an illusion anyway. That's the last of them.
Okay. Brains, huh? Okay. Well, the other place to look at, I think, will, aside from the terraformer, is that cave that I found. It was another cave. Many caves. And of course, there's this. Why is it still here? This was years ago. Some of those records were from, you know, like saying it was 3 years since the Hope was declared missing, and that's been decades since.
Someone has been keeping up with the exercise.
Oh, I thought this would be something a little more spectacular.
Detecting above average calcium levels.
Yeah, okay. It's a lot less substantial than I expected it to be. Let me have a look around here, and then go off to that other cave, and then try the thing. Ah, right. That other cave was glowing green like that, so... Might be ship-related. Maybe not. There seems to be nothing here. Hmm. Any monsters or anything up here? No? Alright. Alright, let's have a word.
Salutations. This unit's primary function is excavator. Own current active commands.
What are you excavating?
This unit is removing rock matter in search of minerals.
You're a prospect.
Ability identified. Affirmative. This unit could discuss. Thank you for your consumer loyalty, Junior Excavator. This unit will... Greetings, Junior Excavator.
Oh, that's a shame. I was going to tell it that it could stop working. Ah! Ooh, it's got some sort of weird, horrible effect on us.
Oh, I've seen one of these before. This here's, Planet Maker Upper? Terraformer. That's the word.
So this is the thing that is somehow generating oxygen. Presumably some sort of space magic.
Take him down! Never anger a man of the cloth!
Okay, where was the big one? Did I... Ah. Ooh. Where's the corpse of the big one? Did I vaporize it or something? Damn it. The big one was bound to have something on it. Oh, that's it. It didn't vaporize, I just wasn't looking far enough away. Plasma launcher. Why did I take that? I didn't want that. Primal Tamer's baton, eh? Wonder if they got that from the circus. So I'm finding bits of ship, but I'm not finding new mission log things. Well, then again, maybe this third person here, the last quest marker, maybe they're the ones from the final ship. Because this was where I, yeah.
You know, you didn't have to shoot me down if you wanted an autograph.
Shut up now, and you might get out of this alive. Can we hurry this up? I want that ship gutted before the primals find us.
Yeah! Now that was fun!
Untreated burns detected. Signs indicative of sudden, violent crash landing.
Yep, that's me. No big deal. Just shrugging off my injuries as I stroll away from another flaming impact crater.
Also detecting constipation, hair loss, reduced fertility due to tight trousers. Recommend stimulant injection.
Hair loss? You take that back. Tremendous work, friend. Here I was readying a daring maneuver, and you've come and saved me the trouble.
Symptoms detected. Elevated heart rate, dilated pupils, increased sweat production. Subject appears to be terrified.
I'm not terrified, you bucket of bolts. That's victory sweat.
Yuri, I take it?
The one and only. Wait, who's asking? Wanda didn't send you, did she?
Nah, not mine. She did.
I swear, land on Groundbreaker even a moment tardy, and that busybody's already been up your ass an hour. You tell her these automechs are coming, and sending a hired stooge to rescue me from certain peril only furthers my delay. No offense.
What they were after, yeah.
Meds, I'm guessing. Pirates love bits, and unlabeled meds are worth a bundle.
What are these meds for?
Supposed to be for the Groundbreaker, but getting shot tends to hinder one's delivery plans.
Is it?
Hey,
It's a bit later.
who you calling bootleg? I'll have you know, these are 100% genuine stolen drugs.
Why is it he's stolen drugs?
Because the board, in all their herpetological wisdom, will only sell the meds at a huge markup.
Yeah.
Groundbreakers
That's right, because it was the...
than to pay board prices. Not when they've got me running for them. More importantly...
Yeah. What do you do now?
Well, I've got some repairs to do. Thankfully, then, to the Groundbreaker. Better late than never, I say. Unless you're very late.
Right. Okay, so... I didn't find any, I'm a little annoyed at not finding any, any indications of stuff from that other ship that would have crashed here. Yeah, because this was the first one, wasn't it? Yeah. It was the first one. Alright, well, there's also this circus ship, which I'm curious about. Taken by outlaws, you say? Still junk items. Why not? Ah. Ah. Just like a little diversionary secret area thing. Nothing terribly critical. Okay, fellas, I think we're about to get into a fight.
Outlaws. Dead ahead. I got your back, boss.
Well, if they're just outlaws, they are almost guaranteed to just attack me, aren't they?
How'd you manage to take down a freighter this big?
Here we go.
May you find peace in death.
Hey, boss! Watch this! You like that?
Oh, is that... okay. They're starting to prove quite effective. What the hell was the clothing that I needed to... Iconoclast, Marauder, and Spacer. Yeah, well... probably have to go buy them or something. No, I guess you could probably just sneak right through.
Try me. Score one for Felix. Nice one. This will be over quickly.
Mostly seems like overkill for little rats, but anyway. No, not a container of some sort like I thought it might be. What do we... Ooh! Ah, okay, so that's for the stealthy approach. Whereas the only stealthy approach I've undertaken is sneak attacks. Primal perform. Yeah, the primals are attacking us. Hmm. Any more shit floating around? Really? Okay, what's up here then? Oh. I was kind of thinking it might be something a bit more narrative. Oops. Oh. Well, okay. In that case then. So, unless I have missed something from another ship, which I hope I haven't, because I feel like it'd be interesting sort of having all of that backstory, because those are ships that were mentioned on Felix's mentor's logs. There we are. Certainly is a rather intimidating environment, isn't it? I will do a follow-up with Max and see if he's got anything further. Because if he doesn't, then his quest line...
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on...
You're adjusting before you pull.
Transfer. Another science weapon. Experience flintlock. Flintlock? Why would I be using a flintlock? Oh, is it like a... Oh, well, let's put it there. I can scrap some of these things, can't I? Have I kept an impact hammer Mark II? I've not. That's just in case. That one I can get rid of. Plasma launcher, why not? Machine gun. These things I'll scrap.
guess you caught me rooming. What's up?
During the thing, you seem at odds with your mother.
I wouldn't say my parents disowned me, strictly speaking. But before they died, they accused me of thoughtlessly abandoning them. I couldn't understand it. I was only trying to make them proud by becoming a better vessel for the plan, to feel the joy they felt. I was so certain my potential was wasted as a laborer, and was willing to risk everything just to prove to them that they were wrong. I was lost, misguided.
Alright. I mean, honestly, the only misguided part was the fact that, you know, trying to prove something to them rather than making yourself happy.
Welcome back, Captain. Take care.
Alright, so I apparently am. Wait a minute, I'm going to scrap these things first. Before I forget. What's the scrap button? Break down. This is just it's a different thing. Down, break down, break down. So I could wear those two. That would be one of them. I don't know what's supposed to fit Spacer. Anyway, yeah, okay, so that's back on Groundbreaker. So we can go by location now. Groundbreaker, this says space, but that's probably on Groundbreaker as well. Old logs or data archives, okay. Black market vendors on Ground, yeah, right, okay. That's on the Groundbreaker, so I will need... Yeah, well, I mean, I can just go Groundbreaker.
We've arrived at the Groundbreaker.
Okay, well, let's get this done first.
All right. She's on her way. How do I look? Oh, my hands have finally stopped shaking.
Okay. So how do I look? Well, she hadn't actually changed.
Status report. 13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
They're all forced to be in their rooms.
Anyhow, so I told him, Dad, I'm a big girl now. I ain't need your help. I can do it on my lonesome.
What did he say to that?
Have at it then. And he handed me his favorite wrench, the one he used for the canner. He's probably half as tall as I was.
He didn't scold you for talking back to him?
Nah, he was never like that. I always thought it was funny when I get indignant about something. Then he'd watch me do whatever it was, make sure I didn't get hurt, but he'd never interfere. I learned a lot that way.
I wish I could have met him. Anyone who helped shape you must have been a special person.
Oop. They know I'm here.
My father and I were often at loggerheads. He had notions of how the station should be run, and I had others. He was fond of saying, "You think Groundbreaker pays for itself? Someone's got to cover the bills," when I chafed against his deference to the board.
Sounds like he was afraid of him.
He was, and he was right to be. Didn't mean I had to like it.
Everything going alright?
We'll get the kitchen back to you soon. What about your mama? I don't mean to pry, you just hardly mention her, and I've been wondering.
She passed when I was small. Taught me how to change a fuse on her deathbed. Even sick, she was patient with me. She kept exhaustive journals of my childhood, my father said. Like she was A/B testing child rearing.
Must be you got that exacting nature from her.
Exacting is a kind way to put it. Inflexible, my father would have said. Bull-headed. Cold.
Do they just sort of talk again when you get near them, or do they just have a...
If you're cold, then I'm the void of space. Cold. That's the silliest thing I ever heard.
Thank you.
Alright. Alright, well let's, yeah, just keep Felix and Max then, I guess. Diet toothpaste. I thought... Didn't I steal that recipe and not turn it over to the... Ugh. Unless what's her name did was just sell it back to them. Alright, let's just... turn in some quests. So, I was not supposed to get Spacer's Choice stuff for the Spacer gear.
Were I a gambling woman, I'd wager you're responsible for my mechanical safe return. I can't thank you enough.
Oh, okay. Straightforward enough, I guess.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed? Talk to your local manager about applying for military training and lend your life.
Defending your brands and products.
If you're here for this week's magazine, I've got a lovely little throw pillow. Just something.
It's in the quests thing, so...
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave. Sorry. Business is...
Business criminal merchants.
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades. Didn't quite catch that. Glass ear? Sorry. Nothing to fear.
Just pretend you can't even see you don't answer questions. I mean, why did it take you that long to realize that?
Huh? What? Huh. Fine, as long as the board keeps... Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the Promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight.
Well, if I'd ever actually talked to people, I would have found that out sooner then.
She's unusual in that.
It's very paranoid too.
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox, while Junlei Tennyson...
Right. Okay,
The news packet had the tossball scores from Dakonis. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that. Hell, I know space hands who don't.
It get cooler in here? I swear they had the heat turned way the hell up.
Yeah, I fixed it. No. Oh, she does weapons. Right, okay. I'm sure I came in here for some reason once. I probably thought I would get back to it later.
Great work. All right, hushing up.
Heads up, boss! We got a fight on our hands. Ooh, that had to hurt. Still got it.
Wait a minute, am I basically working for free here? Oh, right.
Nicely done.
Hey, how'd you get back there?
Never you mind. But I helped with your infestation. Wait a minute.
The toilet's overflowed on me at least twice.
Quick.
Thank you, stranger. Shit, ain't that a relief? You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped in a tiny bathroom with
What happened?
What usually happens on this partially pressurized... Well, actually two things broke. First, the damn toilet overflowed.
Well, we're in there.
Time stood still. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in days. Song.
What are you going to do for me?
You're gonna shake me down after.
Just make sure people know I helped you out.
That all? Of course. Everyone on the ship's gonna hear about this.
Yes, I'll, oh, wait, Bard. Okay.
Here we go. I was just getting started.
Can't help but feel like I'm doing somebody else's job. And not getting paid for it. Right, okay. I mean, nobody asked me to do all of this, and I feel like maybe I should have. Like, maybe it's a quest. Well, that's down in the thing, isn't it? That's the Lost Hope. Well, nobody's making a claim on it, and whoa. Whoa. How did I get up here? Ah, there. Okay, I'm getting a feeling that there's not much point being up there. Mm-hmm. Right, so they were locked.
Damn it! Just cleaned my boots this morning.
Udon Bedford. That name sounds familiar. Huh.
Do you know what's happening on Terra 1? Last I heard, the board was in dispute with the Renegade Company. Sounded dire.
Anyway, this is.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your...
You mind? Trying to have a moment here.
Was on a Trask?
Yeah, I was called that once upon a day. You need something?
I'll deliver in here.
Rufus and I are no longer on speaking terms. I don't know where he is. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
So we show her the emblem, okay.
That's Harlow's mark, no mistake. Guess he's not letting this one go. I don't want any manner of harm befalling Rufus. Not on my account.
Not going to lay a finger.
We're not? Oh, right, yeah. We're non-violent sorts. Real diplomatic.
All right, you made your point. Rufus is hiding out in Emerald Vale.
Oh, bloody
Got
hell.
a few friends with him. That's as much as I know. Please.
Tell me you tasked with betraying me.
Only that Rufus is in a bad way. He came to see me a little ways back. Said he was here to collect his personals, complain about Harlow.
Didn't tell you anything?
No, and he was particular about that. Said I would...
We should know about Harlow.
Precious little. He and Rufus worked together on the ground. A few years later, Rufus gets a message from an old friend. Something about starting a revolution. Something about getting rich.
Sounds familiar, yeah.
He must have been recruiting. Gathering up his band of revolutionaries.
Word of advice, kid? Anybody carrying on about a revolution just wants to sell you something. I don't know Harlow. Never so much as bandied a word with the fellow.
Split up?
That's right. Our marriage contract expired some months
Contract?
ago. And seeing how he's technically an outlaw, appreciate it.
Oh, it's the kitchen. The bathroom. Excuse me, don't mind me. I'm guessing that's the, yeah, the other side of that door is where that ladder comes down. Right, anything else? That's Emerald Vale, that's Emerald Vale. It's back on the ship, that's on Fallbrook. Duncan? Oh, so it's directing me to a different, different merchant. See if we're finally done with Pravati's love life.
Okay, Captain, she's gone.
I want all the details. Okay, let's be enthusiastic. I want all the
I
details.
feel like running laps around the cargo bay. So she got here, and, well, she sneezed. She said, wow, new soap? And I was like, yeah, rose-ish. Turns out it tickled her nose. Oops. And then she just sort of touched my arm real gentle-like and called the cut of my outfit elegant. I couldn't hear the rest on account of my heart was beating so hard. Then I led her into the kitchen. I think she about cried when she saw the spread.
No, I was there. If you did this someplace more romantic like the engine room. Well, actually, no, for that would be worthwhile, wouldn't it? You know? Style of music.
She stood stock still and just said, oh, real soft. Oh, and let me tell you, I was sweating. And then she blinked and said, is that dustback casserole? I told her how we got Mr. Raymond to bake it for us, so it was double authentic. Made by a real live monarch person.
Dessert.
Well, we talked a bunch over dinner about the things we learned just through messages, stuff we repaired, how I taught her to salvage and she taught me to build. When I brung out the sweetheart cakes, June, she got a little teary, said she had a thing she needed to say. But I stopped her because I wanted to say it first. I never felt so bold, Captain.
Smooth. Smooth.
One of us has got to be. We're both... June's so reserved and I'm so shy. I worried if I never said anything, nothing would ever get said, you know? I told her about how she made me feel. Bold like I acted. Strong. Smarter and kinder than I am on my lonesome. I listed all the things I liked about her. And then she pulled out a paper and read a speech. She talked about the things she admired about me, like my cleverness and my humor, and how it made her want to be more open.
She wrote a speech together. She probably wanted to make sure she didn't screw up the words.
Anyhow, when she wrapped up, and then she sneezed again, on account of the flowery soap.
Yes, okay.
We talked about it some. I told her I wasn't sure how it'd work, how I've had a bad time of it in the past. She said we'll take it as it comes. Fix things together. Share meals, talk. Maybe she could rub my shoulders when they're sore. I said I might like that.
Congratulations.
It's all on your account, you know. Imagine if you'd never taken me out of Edgewater. I'd have never met Junlei at all. I don't know nothing about the Vickers capital P plan, but you've sure changed my life. So, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna head to my cabin and happy scream into my pillow for like an hour.
I wonder if she's actually going to be screaming into her pillow. That would be funny. Also, no, just me with the new skills. Alright, I don't want to use Intimidate, but Lie seems like it's going to be an important thing to use. So I was, yeah, leveling up Lie. And a perk point. I do use the time dilation a lot, don't I? Yeah, that's all sorts of utility to take, I guess. I wonder if there is a level cap. Probably is, but I also do wonder what it is. She's not going to a room. Aww. It'd be really funny if she actually went to her room and started. Okay. Hey, where's Felix at? Nice hat. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's just keeping busy.
My vacuum tubes require evacuating. No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my binaries to that? Exactly. I haven't felt this clean and efficient since Captain Hawthorne installed my subalternate auxiliary backup processor.
This is kind of disturbing.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be a...
Also, kind of funny.
Goodbye.
Scanning for C2. Thank
Work.
you, sir.
Let's work. Right, so I've got... Where is this, actually? While this is... Where's this? Oh, on Monarch. Right, okay, well... There are two things on Terra 2 right now. And if it's in the Emerald Vale, that's Rosewater. That's not Roseway. Edgewater. Not blending Roseway and Edgewater into Rosewater. All right, so we need Felix and Yoka. If there is a level cap, it's quite possible that it's level 30, because, well, it was level 30 in Fallout New Vegas. And it takes a while, it's taken a while to get there, so... Oh, I've never actually landed here. This is the actual landing spot. Was that even necessary?
You made it look so easy.
Actually, that was so easy. That's why it looked so easy. Sell junk. Right. But yeah, that's the actual landing spot, and I keep forgetting that. Because I've never actually gone back here. Glinting that when I get back. I need to pee. I'll be back in a minute. Right. Okay, so it's Friendship Due and Starcross Tribute. Okay. Right, that's over there. That's over there, cool. So they're nowhere near each other. So there's no chance of accidentally doing something that I didn't mean to do. I can drop in and see how they're all doing, but I don't think it's entirely necessary. Although, I don't know, maybe there is a reason to go back. Maybe things do change. Maybe there are more quests after you do that. Probably not, because it's not like this game is... It's not light on quests. It's got a whole bunch of them. But, you know, there is still already quite a bit. Of stuff that's story and side quest related. Most of the rest of it's kind of unnecessary.
Here we go.
Okay, so these are marauders. What is it that they wear? Well, those ones weren't wearing anything, apparently.
Huh? Huh? You hiding? Here they come! Come on, here we go. Oh, that's the last of him.
Mining helmet and whatever gear I can find one of them wearing. I don't think there's anything that's actually labeled as Marauder. So you just have to kill some Marauders and pick up what they're wearing. Okay. Spaz down a little bit. The extra movement speed is noticeable, isn't it? Ooh, can I pick this? Yes.
Hell of a job.
My own flying death machine now. He intended to do a combat drone. Idiot. Well, that was not really worth having to wait for ages.
Here we go. You pay. Libations only, folks.
No, I didn't want to.
Nice work, Captain.
So they're wearing that, that. So that plus this Mining helmet, low pressure suit and the mining helmet. That's got to be the Marauder stuff. Wait a minute, how do I... Wait a minute, where is he? Up? Where? What? Right. Whoa. Okay. I'm starting to seriously kick ass. Yeah, makeshift low pressure suit and that mining helmet. Definitely the Marauder gear. I think Spacer gear is going to be a bit of a different story though. What happened to the giant ones? I thought the big ones would have more than that on them. Aha, I was right. There is a way around. North Gulch. Look at these formations. Look at that. I wouldn't have thought to look here though, unless I was very thorough in wandering around the map.
I don't know who you are or why you're prowling around here, but I'm willing to make a guess. You're one of Harlow's gun hands, ain't you? He sent you after me.
What makes you think that?
Right. You just stumbled into a camp full of armed strangers because you wanted directions. How much is Harlow paying you?
Doing this as a favor.
A favor, huh? Let me guess.
Yeah.
He promised you some reward in the brave new world that was to come. Said he'd make you his lieutenant if you crossed me off. Thing is, you and I are at an impasse. Harlow wants me dead, and I've got no intention of dying.
Why did you betray him?
How do I know that I can trust you?
Well, I haven't killed you yet. It's the worst that could happen. Harlow sends a stranger with a gun after you. But yeah, if I wanted to kill you, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yeah, guess that's a fair point. Listen, I don't know what lies Harlow's dripped down your ear, but you'd be a fool to trust him. I never betrayed Harlow. Harlow betrayed all of us. The board's got him in their pocket, been paying him off for years. All that palaver about revolutions, it's a lie.
You're a real piece of work, Trask. Not just a turncoat, but a liar, too.
Go piss up a rope, kid. I've got nothing to prove to you. That's the whole truth. Harlow's just another board asset. A two-bit mercenary wearing a dissident's clothes.
How do we go about proving it? Show me some evidence.
Yeah, I've got proof. There's always a paper trail when the board's involved. I chanced upon some correspondence between Harlow and his employer. I don't know that it makes a difference. What was I to do with that evidence? Bring it in front of the board? There's no authority in Halcyon willing to take Harlow to task.
I like that. There is, you're looking at it.
You ain't like other board agents I heard about. You got a functioning spine. You want to confront Harlow yourself? Be my guest. I hid my papers before Harlow chased me out. Back in the middle of the base, there's an old vent in a utility corridor. I stashed my evidence in that vent.
What was he doing?
Board-sanctioned piracy.
Yeah, targeting.
Harlow went after the ships the board wanted destroyed, capturing anybody the board wanted captured. If we captured you, we'd ransom you. Harlow liked to do the job himself. Gather up the captives on his own ship, vanish for a couple of days. Only that's not what happened. Harlow's been selling his captives off to the board. I don't know where they ended up. Re-education, Tartarus, maybe worse.
Why did they buy him off?
Because he's for sale. Anything the board can buy, the board will buy. And that includes loyalty. Harlow was a charismatic bastard, and he was ruthless. With Harlow in their pocket, the board had an informant, a pirate, a smuggler, and a gang leader all rolled up into one odious excuse for a human being. Sounds like a deal to me.
Good enough.
Take it you've made up your mind.
Going to ask you for your ring.
You gonna tell Harlow I'm dead? May as well. I'm never going back to that life again. Here, take the ring. And for what it's worth, my gratitude.
You're a much more reasonable person, but yeah. Stash evidence, which is back at... Yeah. Felix seems fine with this. Not gonna say anything?
Clyde Harlow, agent of the board. Then again, Trask knew he was a dead man.
No evidence.
I can't imagine Clyde working for the board. Trask said he stashed the evidence in a vent.
Let's get going. Right, but first. Yes, I imagine this place doesn't look so good anymore. If I finally actually put my lockpick skill up, I could open those low-level ones for free. Yeah. This doesn't look to be in amazing shape. Obviously, it's got nobody here, but... You still complaining? Oh, I thought that was a mine. It is a mine. Oops. Oh, that's the power, isn't it? Oh yeah, I've been in here before. It was just a bunch of people to kill last time.
This is the outpost. Rebecca! Anders! Come on out!
Yes. Well, I have been here before. And they're in there. Where's the door? Is that the one that I couldn't pick for story reasons, or I could and there was another one that I couldn't pick because my skill wasn't high enough?
Hey, take a gander. The door's busted. Rebecca? Anders? You in there? Huh. Rebecca taught me this once. You can jerry-rig these old locks so as they don't open anymore. But we've only ever done that if we're in a real bind. Here, I'll fix it.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. What did you do?
Oh, hell. I'm sorry, Nyoka.
Alright. So we should never take this contract. Blind or addle, I don't know what. Townsman let us walk in without an employment contract. Don't know if someone to send me a message. Let me send a message. Well, capable folk here, we're stuck. Fight for every meal because there were no meals that you didn't make yourself. There's plenty, but nobody's allowed to give you one. Yeah. Sick of getting sick, boiled, wrapped it on, sticking it.
I don't... They were... That bitch! They were all set to abandon us! What would Clara say, huh? Every day she'd ask if we heard from you. And she'd have forgiven you. The kid had a soul that made the sulfur smell like roses. Ugh. Or to leave your medallions to rot with you, but Clara would want to be buried with her sister.
Oh, fuck. Ramen something. Frozen dinner, I'm very familiar with those. Yes, I will talk, Nyoka. Give me a moment. I will talk.
At least I know. Ought to have learned by now that getting one's hopes up tends to open them to being dashed across the stars. I hate to say this, but Clara died thinking her sister was still fighting to get back home. I think I'm glad. If she were still alive now, it'd break her to know the truth.
What now?
Only thing left is to take these medallions home, which means figuring out how to bait the Mana Queen out of our old base. The most pissed off I've ever seen a queen was when a foreign species was on her soil. I'd wager the stench of a primal might do the trick.
Might do it. Yeah, well, she doesn't know anything about primals because they're not on Monarch, are they?
That'd be boring. Half the fun in exploring is the fact that you're on an unknown trail.
Yeah, but they also don't have them on Monarch.
Never had the pleasure of hunting primals,
Yeah.
but I hear they're all over Scylla. Let's tear a few apart, shall we? I'm sure they've got pheromones. Everything does.
Oh, we were supposed to go to Scylla after that? Oh, for fuck's sake. Pungent primals, eh? Alright. Okay, well, either way, we're basically getting off of this planet. There are primals on this planet, though, aren't there? They're just maybe not pungent ones.
We're one with the shadows, boss.
Boy, take you!
Felix! Yes, well, they're not pungent primals, are they? Or an encampment. Wait, have I been through that? No, that's... Yeah, because that's where you first get down here, is down there. It's where the, I think? Yeah, pretty sure it is. And there's where you start the game. Ooh, a ship. Yeah. Why am I running when I can fast travel? Part of me wants to actually go and have a look in Edgewater and see how things are going. Oh, this is... Oh, I never actually went in here. This is the actual cemetery. I knew the other bit, but I didn't know about this bit. This is... Ooh, okay. Yeah. I'm vaguely curious if there's like a major change. Will I be welcomed as a hero for kind of freeing you lot from... What, they're still not better? Come on. I gave them the stuff to make them better.
Wish we had some better rations.
Should keep our voices down.
I've got nothing on my...
Okay.
I appreciate what you've done.
Time changes all things. Even Reed's stranglehold over Edgewater must inevitably yield to the attrition of time. Start anew. Edgewater will become the town it was meant to be. A place where all are welcome. Saltuna was making the town sick. From now on,
You bet you
the
got it.
garden will bloom anew. I have plans to transform it. But of course, and
Okay. Alright, well, I mean, that's the extent of it then. Yeah. No, wrong button. That. And we will just... yeah. As I suspected, in-game you don't really see much of the change. but a lot of it will definitely come into play in the endings.
This is my favorite room. It's so spacious.
Yeah, so I was looking for a place that was quiet, cozy like.
Okay, nothing to say that's more relevant. Okay.
Not today, Sam. I am not in the mood for a deep clean. Oh, all right. Some culprit who shall not be named spilled Rizzo's lemon slap on my console.
Right. Okay. Probably a lot of tedious side questing, but right. Right, so that's okay. Well, okay, actually, yeah. Let's go here first. Let's go hunt some primals, and then we'll go to the other place. Yeah, Nyoka and Felix, why not? So the thing I found, that door that I found, yeah, that's why Nyoka said something, is about needing... She actually skipped ahead and talked about needing pheromones. Because I broke the sequence of the thing. Primal glands. Primal glands. Alright.
You're going down! More where that came from? All right, here we go. Nice hit.
Actually, I meant to have Felix drop kick the big one.
I am a star. Score one for Felix. I'm the best there ever was.
Pungent primal behemoth, you say?
My time to shine. Everyone all right?
Okay. Protective clothing, I mean, does that... Does that count as a spacer thing? I mean, I would certainly consider this to be working in space. Wasn't there another one?
Did you see that?
I did actually, because I had a little cutscene bit. I'm going to assume that the tossball card things are actually junk items.
Here we go. For the mid. You're going down. Oh, that's the last of him.
Pretty sure I already looked in there. And I was trying to find logs and stuff about the ships and the people who are on them.
Hey, boss, watch this. Rolling kill. Don't mess with us.
Right. Wasn't there a... Another thing too is that, like, thinking of that clothing stuff, do I need to actually have a helmet to match, or just...
That queen ain't gonna go down easy. I can't wait. What's up?
Fancy Gross, take them, please.
Outstanding. These ought to be enough. Let's get back to Monarch. There's an old base I used to call home. I can get us in the door, but we'll have to shoot our way through the Queen's brood to get to the center. We'll set the bait there. Password to the door is Charon.
Karen, well, I missed...
Hayes' idea. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, Nyoka. Charon. He said it was some old myth. Something about death and all the things we killed.
Yeah, it's
The rest
the...
of us just thought it sounded cool, so here we are.
Yeah, it's the ferryman. What's this base?
It's an old cave system we tried to turn into an encampment.
Kill a Mantic Queen.
Fucking right we are.
Not like I haven't actually killed a bunch of them already. Now, yeah, we want to get up here, and then we're going to go to the other part of Scylla. Do this quest.
sure this will... Oh, yes. That's the spot exactly. Why, I didn't expect you to be so thorough. I am ashamed to admit. Oh, Captain, there you are. Pardon, but perhaps you could afford us some privacy, please?
Right.
Sanitizing within established rings.
Welcome back, Captain. I'll be here.
So does she go nowhere? I mean, is there not some sort of thing of progressing with her as well? I mean, I say her. No, staying on Zilla, going to Harlow's base. Because we're changing to this one. And keep the current selection. Oh, don't walk off there. So basically the entire reason for this corridor existing is
We need to have a work.
you think about this evidence.
Looks like Trask was telling the truth. It's all there. Receipts for services rendered, payments, records, ship manifests. Clyde was a pirate for hire, and the board was paying him off. In typical board fashion, they left a trail of receipts behind. Ain't that just ironic?
Irony is the opposite of what you would expect. But let's not be pedantic. I don't like being lied to.
Yeah, you and me both. Clyde owes us some answers. Something about this don't add up. And I mean to find out why.
Okay, well, let's pop a quick save. Does this go anywhere? No, it does not.
What's the word?
I think the word is traitor. I'm going to try this lie thing first.
So it is. Thus ends Rufus Trask. Once a sensible man, by and by a fool, presently a corpse. I hope you never have to discover what it is like, Captain.
Trask had some things to say about you. And I've got my own misgivings.
Working with the board.
That's a damning accusation. Am I right to presume you have some evidence on hand?
Tip the board off and we've got the receipts.
Those papers don't prove a thing. We've all done business with the board. They own the whole damn colony. Trask put you up to this. That miserable wretch. He's trying to undermine everything I stand for.
Perception. Yeah, perception.
You've got a lot of nerve calling me a liar to my face.
Why would he rat you out to your own employees?
How should I know? What the hell do I care? Trask was a traitor. I didn't ask you...
Clyde, look me in the eye and tell me it's not true. Tell me, and I'll believe you.
Don't talk to me like I'm some common criminal, Felix. You're the one on trial, not me. I don't know what kind of poison that snake dripped in your ear, but as far as I'm concerned, you've been compromised. Heads up!
Oh, okay. I appear to be on fire.
Something going on over there.
Who's next? Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what you get. I've been waiting for... Jackass isn't... Tossball kick! I am a storm! Oh, that's the last of him.
Something is glitched with that thing. Yeah, he said, you know, tell me it's a lie and I'll believe you. And he didn't even do that.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
You're adjusting before you pull. You're anticipating. Hey, Cap.
Getting along with crew?
Well, Sam's been doing my dishes for me, so that's something. It seems genuinely happy to do that. Can an auto mechanical be happy? Opal told me they could once. She believed auto mechanicals feel just like we do. She would always... Shit. Look at me dredging up bygone. I will.
Miss Nyoka's so capable, you hardly notice how sad she looks.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to Felix now anyway.
This is definitely not how I imagined it'd end. The void's black, water's wet, and Clyde hated the board. That's something I just knew. Now? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
I don't think I just shoot things. He's gonna have to come to terms with that because...
I've just got a lot on my mind right now. I always looked up to Clyde. The thought that he could be an agent of the board is just abhorrent to me.
You feel like he betrayed you, man.
Yeah, he did. And I'm not sure how I'm gonna get over that.
Get drunk for a second. It'll pass. Give it time.
I hope so. I don't see this one passing anytime soon.
You'll just have to live with it.
You've given me a lot to think about. I don't know what I believe anymore. Thanks for your time.
Yay. Oh, hello. She's coming out of her room because now she's allowed to move freely. Because that was a specific thing I had to do. She had to talk to her and all that sort of stuff. I need to repair stuff. Crap to break down. Definitely break down that and that, yes. Oh, I keep forgetting that you have to swap, so... Thinking spacer? I don't know. Those are both labeled the exact same way. They look different though. From the same manufacturer as well. That's got 3 mods in it. That's the one. Oh, that's the one I got for helping. Yeah. Alright, so now we want to go back to both of those, and they're both on Monarch. So where's this one? Also on Monarch. Okay, so I'm going to Monarch. We'll start with Fallbrook because that's...
We're now in orbit above Fallbrook, Captain.
The fuck? Oh, that's Sam. Crashing. Right. So, we don't need Felix, we need Ellie. And... was she always carrying that thing? Probably. Wentworth. Wouldn't it be Wentworth? It's an actual name, isn't it? Wentworth? Wentworth. Don't know where you get Wentworth from. Oh, okay. This is the bit at the back of that thing. Let's journal.
Said you docked 3 days ago?
Ah, that's why this was here.
This looks like the place. Ready to get my money or what?
Welcome to the offices of the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group, Halcyon's premier provider of life and disaster-related insurance. I'm obligated to inform you that our coverage does not extend to incidents deemed to result from negligence, criminal activity, or dullness of mind.
Really noted.
So, what kind of insurance package can I interest you in? We're running a special on dismemberment policies. Buy one, get one half off.
Why is your office on Monarch?
We're not on Monarch. For all practical and tax-related purposes, this office is an official enclave of Byzantium.
If you say so.
Oh, it's certainly not about what I say. That's all down to our legal team and our CFO.
Yes, can you tell me about your insurance?
Plenty. As my boss likes to say, we've insured unusually expressive eyebrows, outrageous statements, disastrous marriages.
Kiss their eyebrows and shit.
Usually character actors, or corporate execs with menacing stares. That policy is almost exclusively for our... In the unlikely event they make a claim about a product that turns out to be less than accurate, they need some kind of protection against the damage.
Disastrous marriages.
Those are mostly for top-rungers in Byzantium who have a lot of social and financial capital wrapped. There's one for your beloved eloping with your sibling, your beloved eloping with their sibling, scandalous rumors forcing you apart, the revelation of a secret love child. We try to cover every possible hazard to domestic bliss.
Right.
One thing's for sure.
Anyway, I need to change the beneficiary.
I remember that one. That's the young socialite who broke her neck, right?
Of course, no one remembers me for the marauders I've killed or the bits I've stolen. Typical.
That claim was airtight. Our best investigators couldn't find an exclusion for that one.
Well, she's right here.
You can't, of course. Only Miss Fenhill can assign her beneficiaries. And she's dead. If we let every friend, relative, and acquaintance change a policy like that, people would do it all the time. Imagine the paperwork.
Fenhill isn't dead.
Of course she is.
I like to think she's dead in spirit, but technically, legally, and regretfully, I'm still Marilyn Fenhill.
That's impossible. By all accounts, she was an elegant and classy woman with impossibly fine bone structure. That couldn't possibly be you.
That's gotta be the nicest thing anyone's said to me in a long while.
How would I change it?
Oh, you mean hypothetically? Well, hypothetically, you'd access the terminal in the back room that contains data on all our policies. And you'd theoretically add the beneficiary of your choice. But you wouldn't actually do that, of course. That would be fraud.
Right. Okay. Right.
I think you have something in your eye. Perhaps I can interest you in our ocular abnormality coverage.
Maybe I should have done the intimidate. Oh, okay. That means I don't have to pay for it, I guess.
Please. My policy only covers paper cuts and wrist strain. Very well. I'll do it. But then you've got to go. Confrontations like this will raise my premiums. I'll need the name of the new beneficiary.
Ellie Fenhill?
If you say so. The payouts will flow exclusively into the new account at the start of the month. I hope Ms. Fenhill enjoys her newfound prosperity.
Thank you.
Can we talk?
Yeah, we can talk.
You really did it. Give these payouts a few years and I'll be rolling in it.
How does it feel?
I've never been prouder to stand back and watch someone else work. I'm just glad my folks aren't gonna live off that awful story they made up. Maybe now they'll have to go back to real jobs. Sure. You did my job, so here's your fee.
You do this for the money.
Don't make it weird. Even you've got to be in it for the money now and then. Why else would you go through all this trouble?
Because I'm a completionist? I don't know. My friend, that's what friends do. Well, I mean, is she my friend? I don't know.
You sure? Because my kind of friends will pick your pocket clean while they're getting hammered with you.
What I'll be fighting for if not the people we care about. I'm an idealist.
You don't have to get all mushy about it. Still, maybe you've got a point. Maybe it's good to watch someone's back now and then so that one day they watch yours. So, you just keep the money.
Wouldn't want to be indebted to me, huh?
It's nothing personal. It's just the closest thing I've got to a code. Anyway, enough of the touchy-feelies, huh? Something on your...
Got Harlow. What?
What did I tell you? His down with the man shtick was just an act. No one who yammers that much means half of it.
That's how does Felix is friend.
Obviously not. And better for Felix to know that now rather than become the next Trask.
Doesn't mean everyone likes that.
Don't get all mushy on me now. Come on, what did we just learn? People look out for their own interests. It's a fundamental law of nature, same as gravity and conservation of motion.
Except they've created artificial gravity. Can't leave without thinking the worst way wrong.
Sure I can. In fact, I bet you I live a lot longer.
Okay, well, technically I've been alive a lot longer than you.
I'm warning you, that reverse psychology stuff doesn't work on me.
Gonna get lonely.
There are worse things than a little solitude. Anyway, you really want to tell me you're helping the scientist because you think he'll save the colony?
I am, actually.
And here I
Save
thought
all the
I'd
people I
seen it
knew
all.
that I...
This galaxy must be bigger than I'd thought. Enough about anything.
Yep. Skills, let's become a better liar. Not that I actually need to buff it up for the purposes of passing a lie check, but for the perks I need it. Plus 34 because of Alien Nuke. Wow. And if I don't have them in the party, then of course I'm going to need help. So I need to go back to this. No. This. Which is... how far away? Kind of far away, so let's go... where are we? This is Fallbrook, so we're here. Yeah. Yeah, nearly 3 hours, and it's just been all side quests and companion quests. I'm not even done with them. I do wonder if some of them have further extensions, because, like, the one for Max, it's not terribly long. I suppose it starts with you fetching a thing for him.
I'll keep it down.
Maybe the low pressure helmet is a better one, because it's a low pressure suit, so...
Whew, here we go. I haven't set foot in here since... well, I'm ready. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Here we go. What's up?
I'm gonna start grabbing all these things. I never end up doing anything with them. Is that already a revolver Mark II that I have? Yes. A whole bunch of stuff. Right. Okay. Delaying the inevitable here. Come on.
Well, this is the spot. You know, I thought I'd be angry. I thought I'd storm in here in a rage and exterminate all these bugs and everything would be all right in the end. But I ain't. I'm mostly just empty. A little sad, maybe. The first night Hayes and I spent in here, we knew it was home. It's safe. It's got a nice chill to it. But mostly, it doesn't stink of sulfur. Monarch folks often joke about it. Not because of the smell or the grittiness it leaves in your throat. Not because of the headaches or the coughing. It's because there's no escaping it. It's life here, and there ain't anything you can do about it. But here, somehow the sulfur never made it. The nights we spent in here felt like vacations. So we started building. We hauled in steel. Hired
Just
Subway
letting her
folk
talk.
to help. That's how we met Anders and Opal. They stuck around after our contract was up. Opal liked camping. Anders liked chasing her tail. 4 of us for a while, scraping together what bits we could to build our home. Then came Rebecca, a sawbones out of the Cascadia survivors, who took a kindness to Hayes. And Clara, her little sister. I'll admit I wasn't keen on taking her on at first, but for a teenager, she was surprisingly capable.
Yeah, just keep letting her talk.
She had a head for numbers, helped us trade hides for food and materials, negotiated contracts. Turned out to be mighty useful. Clara, Hayes, Anders, Rebecca, Opal, and me. 6 folks, 1 name, 1 family, Charon. Despite Monarch trying to kill us day in and day out, we managed to belong.
Your family. Hmm.
Me too, Captain. But I'm starting to think that maybe I found another. Now let's get to shooting before I get all sentimental.
Before.
Got the drop on us.
What?
Another fighting me.
That it?
I wish these were more auspicious circumstances, but at least we're all here. This bringing them together, burying them. This is the kind of thing Hayes would have done. That makes it stupid. By all accounts, we should have left well enough alone, but that also makes it right. Captain, thank you. You mind if we rest a spell before we head out? I'd like to bury Opal and Clara proper before I lay everyone's medallions to rest.
You should hold on to them. Yeah, maybe she should.
What? Why? Them's painful memories, Captain.
But the good and the bad, not just the bad.
Huh. That ain't a bad point. All right, Captain. Thanks.
We're gonna Raptidons and women he died but he doing what he loved, chasing tail. Everything he called had died before me. Well,
You know, I'd been assuming this entire stay on your ship thing isn't a permanent arrangement. Part of my contract? That said, you ain't been eaten or shot to death yet. Says a lot about the stability of your future. And to be honest, I'm about sick of sleeping on bar stools. So how's about this? You keep letting me stay on that ship of yours, and I'll keep shooting at the things you point at.
sounds good to me.
Outstanding.
Alright, so where does that leave us? Okay, main quest, yeah, I know that. Side quest, that's on here as well. That's why I decided to come here.
Hey, Cass. Knock, knock.
Go away, White.
Hungry? I'm famished myself. No rubbernecking. Make a buy or move on.
Right, so this is over my dead body. Right. Oh, okay, this is, yeah. All right. This. I found that place, and it was locked, and I think it was actually 100 locked, so it might be, the point being is that you get the code and you can... buy that one too. Right, okay. Science weapon on Monarch in the abandoned lab. What abandoned lab? Where? So one's here in the UDL lab. Oh, okay. And the other one is, yeah, over there. That's why this is here, not just for a little side quest thing, also this side quest thing. I know I was there for some reason earlier in the, well, I don't mean earlier tonight, I mean earlier in the game. Aha. Need higher hacking or UDL. What? Where do I get the UDL lab key thing from? Where's the other one? Back in Cascadia. Oh, okay, it's not the thing I was thinking. Damn it. Yes, that's very bad. Mind control ray, huh? Oops. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, armor and headpiece. From the following sets. Okay, but Iconoclast, Marauder, and Spacer. Well, I mean, okay. It does, but I don't have the thing that will open it. There's a couple of things in Byzantium. There's that. The ship's here, right? Yeah. Well, I dare say I don't need to do anything more for Nyoka because that seems pretty final. Ellie, I'm not sure about. Felix, probably not either. Max, I'm not sure about either. Probably not.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise.
And,
Nest detected. Dispensing vomit bags. Preparing bodily waste. Collection receptacle.
Something on your mind?
Good to see you, boss.
Bavada should be well and truly done. I was just wondering if there would be anything for Sam and or Ada. I've already got one of those, haven't I? But see, that is quite, yeah, Iconoclast Apostle, so that's clearly labeled as such. But you wouldn't just find something that says Spacer, would you? Makeshift low pressure suit and patch low pressure helmet. That is either Spacer or Marauder, but Marauders were wearing it, so my guess is that's going to be the Marauder gear. That's the yeah, that's the place that what's her name wants me to get. Still nothing about Hephaestus, Typhon, or Eridanos. I mean, surely they unlock in this game. They're not like DLC, are they? I mean, these things weren't even on the map previously, and they showed up, but these things are there and just locked. Doesn't matter that Olympus is locked because it's a gas giant. You're not going there. It's there because of Monarch.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Take Ellie because she's from there, and take Parvati because she wants fancy stuff. Like she wanted it. a bit expensive to tinker with it, isn't it? I never upgraded a melee weapon. Looks like I did upgrade that. I should give her the bigger hammer. Oh well. There's probably a bunch of things I can do on Byzantium as well. Not quite finished with side quests, and obviously another thing to do is that space station thing. I might leave that till next time.
If I spit, think I can hit that mechanical down there?
You'll get in trouble.
No, I won't. I'll blame it on you.
Civilization at its finest, eh?
Remember that stream?
Right, so to equip that.
Oh, how grotesque. I always suspected the dramas did no justice to real marauders. Their armor is so much more hideous in person. 2 outfits remain. I can't wait to see what you'll bring me. Something shocking, I hope.
Was there something else I wanted?
For you.
What do you mean by I was...
Byzantium has lost its élan vital. Everything about... I want to make people uncomfortable the way you do. You're an outsider. You clearly don't belong...
I've heard of a tale who wants to make people uncomfortable.
I'm not some common buttonmonger, darling. I'm an artist.
You've been outside Byzantium?
Outside Byzantium?
You're just sending me all over the place now.
Yes, and I'm terribly grateful you've agreed. Look, darling, Anyway, I'm quite certain Byzantium wouldn't last 3 days without me. I'd return to a... You're very...
Does she have to trade? Ah. The manager. The professor. Persuader engineering. Oxonian. Alright, so this is the iconoclast stuff.
Goodness! Look at those atrocious contours. The sheer brutality of its design offends the senses and shocks the mind into a state of palpable excitement. I adore it! 1 outfit left. Do her.
No, you can wait as long as I want to. I think, actually, although the Marauder stuff was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? Oh, it tells you there, Marauder helmet. Protective clothing is Marauder armor. So if it's a faction one, it'll tell you. That's an iconoclast helmet. I was just wondering if maybe the how is my armor rating only 72? Okay, that's not my armor rating, then it can't be. Yeah, I was just thinking that maybe there might be some specific thing, because these ones are actually explicitly pointing out that they're from a certain faction, but maybe there is some stuff that's spaces stuff, but then again, the Marauder stuff tells you as well. I'm thinking, though, because the Iconoclast stuff was actually awarded from a quest, wondering if maybe what happens is that if I finish this thing for Sublight, that I might get... Oh, this is the drinking establishment. That, yeah, that if I finish this one, maybe I might get given, like, Spacer gear? Hmm.
I think I've figured out what you need.
Besides a smoke and some privacy?
Our crew's like a machine. All the parts got to work together or we'll shake ourselves to pieces.
I've never been good with metaphors, Parvati.
We need each other to work right. You need a team, and I need someone who'll be truthful with me, even when it hurts.
The only thing I need is people staying the hell out of my business.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here.
You're acting real funny. You drop a wrench on your head or something?
Is that not a door that opens?
Out with it, you wretched contraption! Does nothing in this city work?
Ellie, we gotta talk.
My second least favorite set of 4 words. Here we go.
You gotta stop treating me with kid gloves. I'm not gonna fall to pieces if you look at me sideways, and I'm not going away. It's fine if you don't like me, but we gotta find a way to work together. For the crew.
Never heard you sound this forceful. It's kind of refreshing.
Hey, if nobody else is having them, I'll have them. Yeah, let's do this silly thing. Then I might call it a night. Could have a shower.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left. For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
I saw another door and I thought,
My cousin's in pictures. That business makes piracy look civil.
If you could just leave me back at the ship, I'm sure there's something I ought to be fixing now.
She doesn't want to be on camera.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting a script, but
Got
we
it.
gave the other actors real weapons to keep things authentic. And because
Don't think that's a good idea.
Now go in there.
Real space adventurers have crates.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this settlement CNP Hungry Time food pip with their patented stomach.
Why not lie?
They are? What an unexpected twist.
Are we on camera now? Because I really don't care to be.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axajax. I see you haven't changed. I had you surrounded and outgunned, but you overcame my. I've been waiting for 5.
This is where we're dumping backstory. This should be coming. Exude wordless fury.
Yes, even you. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro. Once we're away, I'll activate the gamma part.
Most of those words are made up.
Plasma's already a vapor-like kind of thing.
Quiet. I hope you've paid your burial fees and signed your personal death.
Finally.
You're not even. I refuse to work like this. I've done Aether to the break room, everyone.
Cut, cut. That was interesting, kid. Real novel take. Let's take 5.
Yeah.
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. Hey, listen, I appreciate what you tried there.
You don't sound impressed.
Look, here, take this for making the trip down here.
Yeah, well, at least I didn't kill them this time. Ah. Ooh, grenade launcher. Burbage 3000, no! Burbage 2000. So sad. Right, okay.
By consenting to an audition, you have granted Odeon Pictures all rights to use your likeness, voice, distinctive habits, and manner of dress in perpetuity. Thank you for your time.
Alright. Okay,
I think we can both agree that Maverick Johnston is the finest director in Halcyon.
Only because Halcyon's aetherwave industry is sorely lacking in sophisticated directors.
Oh, for law's sake. What about all my colonists?
wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's part of the other thing, isn't it? It's part of the main quest thing that... Year of Exploration? That? Sounds interesting.
Welcome to the Bureau of Exploration. We're not currently offering any tours.
Well, you're obviously not from around here. I don't believe I've...
What gave it away?
If you were from around here, you'd probably be off enjoying yourself in Alonso Vallejos. Extraordinarily pleased to make your acquaintance, and so I'm currently operating a sightseeing tour of sorts. Think of it as a guided journey across...
How does this work?
Glad you asked. Our tour guides you across some of the most picturesque and breathtaking... We've placed some beacons across a series of locations around Halcyon. All you have to do is... That slogan's a work in progress.
All right.
Outstanding! Here, you'll need this special triangulating device. Think of it as a wireless... When you find a beacon, this device records your discovery. Find every beacon, finish your tour, and come back here to...
I see. Is this how you find the other locations? I'm going to pop a quick save and see about upstairs. I wonder if that's how you find the other locations in the system. Ah. Well. It's a bit of a letdown.
I tell you what.
Spacer's Choice Tartar Sauce. A tangy sauce with real atmospheric contaminants from pirates. Great on fish sticks.
Welcome, intrepid adventurer, to Prosperity Plaza, where the shops never close. Now, make your way to the bustling region of Emerald Vale. Prepare to be dazzled by the Vale's breathtaking lava flows. Rated the third most impressive in Halcyon.
Alright, okay.
Looking for weapons? You've come to the right...
If we only need weapons for.
Why? To defend...
50-bit says he's got a hard on right now.
Byzantium is the best of what Halcyon has to offer. It's up to us.
Protected from what?
Marauders, dissidents, especially large sprats.
Seems pretty safe to me.
Only because we make it so. It...
What do you say?
Indeed.
Let's see what you got. Ah. Weapons galore. The Exterminator, you say? Knockbackinator was taken.
I only wish they weren't showing so...
Alright, I'm gonna go get on the ship, I'm gonna save the game, and call it a night. Anyway, yeah. So getting distracted.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send Sam down to the bridge?
You want more freaky nonsense going on, do you?
So my dad, he told me, "Don't you let that boy push you around." So I hit him with my wrench, right? Ooh, Dad was mad. Guess he wanted me to use my words. Not that I ever been good with those. He grounded me for a week. Want to know a secret, Sam? It was worth it. Sometimes I can hear Vickers saying prayers to himself. Sometimes I hear him cussing about tossball scores.
Every cent.
Well, apparently I can't. I can't send Sam down to the bridge. And everybody's in their place. Well, okay, let's just go and save the game. Where I often do. Yeah, call it a night. I've not had anybody around this whole stream, that's okay. See everybody next time, whenever, for whatever, which will be probably Hitman tomorrow night. Bye for now.